Hi, hello, good morning. We are going to, oh, hello, hello. We are going to be picking up my June TBR today, but I have a twist. We're going to abandon the TBR jar for the day, and we are going to go to the library, and we're going to see if we can find books to fill out some of these bookish bingo squares. Do you have anything to say? I just found this bookish bingo on Etsy. I will put the name of the seller here. But I thought that it would be super fun to try and fill this out gradually over the course of June, July, August. This is a 5x5 bingo, and I thought we would try to knock out maybe 4 or 5 squares. So without further ado, let's go to the library. Okay, so we have made it to the library, and we are going to go for the low-hanging fruit first. And we're gonna look for a book that's my favorite color. There are so many books that I really want to read, but I have to stay focused. This is pink, sort of. Well, I guess it's mainly green, but I think I have this on Kindle actually. I'm literally just gonna wander the stacks and keep an eye out for something pink. What is this? This is not pink. This is kind of pink. I mean, well, it's kind of purple. Next. This is pink, and this looks really cute. And I do read a lot of romance. Next, maybe a book in translation. I actually have a book in translation out right now. I have a Japanese fiction, but maybe we'll look for another one. I am literally taking pictures of all the books that I want to read so that I can come back later and check them out. Should I get out a classic? They have Dostoevsky. I don't know anything about this one. That long, it's like 150-ish pages. I think this might be the book in translation. Okay, a book by a local author should be pretty easy because they have a local author's shelf. Let's find one more. Let's see. Go for a protagonist older than you, and I actually know exactly what I want. Okay, they don't have it. Okay, that's okay, let's find something else. Okay, we might look elsewhere for a character older than you because I do really want to read How to Age Disgracefully by Claire Pooley, and they don't have it. But I still really want to read it. So I might see if they have it digitally, or I might cave and buy it. I still really want one more to make 4 books, so we're going to go for a graphic novel. Okay, we are back with more books than I intended. I have my long slip with my due dates here. Oh, he's back. So the first book that I've got is The Kiss Countdown by Etta Easton. This is about a woman who sees her ex at a coffee shop, her ex and his new girlfriend at a coffee shop, and she panics and she pretends that she's dating this random man who's beside her by spilling her coffee all over him. And he fortunately plays along, which leads to a 3-month plan that they're going to fake date. And what he gets out of this is he gets his overly invested family off his back. And of course, as is the nature of these books, fake dating leads to something else. The next book that I got, as you saw, was Uncle's Dream by Dostoevsky. The inside cover describes this as a rare foray into comedy, which nonetheless still possesses all the hallmarks of Dostoevsky's psychological and philosophical writing. This is about a woman who is trying to arrange a marriage between her daughter and an aging prince who comes to town. And it says, yet with many rivals for the hands of both parties, events are not guaranteed to run smoothly. So that's obviously for the translated book, but I also have this, which I got out the last time I went to the library like a few days ago. This was the only book I got out at that point, so we're still doing good. We only have We only have 7 books out. So this is She and Her Cat by Naruki Nagakawa. It's based on a short film by Makoto Shinkai. And I haven't seen the film, but this is a series of interconnected short stories about women and their cats, told from the perspective of the cats, which I think is really cute. And I do plan to read this in the month of June, so, you know, maybe we can find another category that it fits into. For the local author section, I have Seeing Voices by Olivia Smith. This is a debut novel, and it's about a girl who gets into a car accident the summer before 12th grade. And it's about how she tries to heal from this accident, not necessarily physically, but emotionally. And it says that suddenly she's keeping as many secrets as she's struggling to uncover and creating more problems than she could ever hope to solve. So I'm really So it'll be interesting to read this, find out what it's all about, and see what I think. Now for a graphic novel, I got out You and a Bike and a Road by Eleanor Davis. This, I take it, is about the author's own solo bike trip through the United States. The art style in this is very, like, sketchy, if that makes any sense. Like, here's a page. Like, they look very casual, and I am really attracted to the roughness of that style. I don't really read a lot of graphic novels. I read the Heartstopper series, and I've read like a couple others, but I can't remember the names. I can picture the panels, but I can't remember the names. I struggle with graphic novels a lot, to be honest. I just, like, when I'm looking at the visual art, I just kind of glaze over. But I'm gonna do my best to really pay attention and to actually absorb what I'm seeing. Now, as you saw in the library footage, I was looking for a book with a protagonist older than me. And I did actually end up finding this, Songs of Summer by Jane L. Rosen. The FMC in this is 30, so she's 3 years older than I am currently. In this, the protagonist, Maggie, is adopted, and she stumbles upon a letter she wrote as a 13-year-old to her future self, and she decides that she wants to find her birth family. I'm really intrigued by this premise as someone who is adopted myself, although I have never had and continue to not have any desire to find my birth family. But I am very intrigued by stories about people who are adopted, other people who are adopted, so we'll see what I think of this one. As a bonus, I got one more book, which is Sleeping with the Frenemy by Natalie Kanya. This is about 2 people who have been in a secret on-again, off-again relationship for years. The FMC has absolutely no plans to get back with the MMC. However, the MMC is determined that he is going to woo her and change her mind. So that is it for my June TBR for physical books at least. And then we'll see what audiobooks and ebooks I read. I mean, I think I've got my hands full with this, but I always have books on the go in different formats, so we'll see about that. And I would love to know what books you're reading this month, and if you've ever done a book bingo like this. Let me know in the comments. And that's it. Bye.